Well, hey everybody. It's Friday. Yay. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric Influences, the weekend edition. We're going to do Friday and Saturday today. And then Sunday, you'll just have to check the blog over at Stepping Aside for the Esoteric Influences for that day, assuming I put them up. I don't always do. It just depends on how my day's going. I like to at least have a couple of days to myself to write and do the things I normally do, because I'm also an author. So in any event, I spend so much time on the blog that I don't get back to the books I'm doing. I've got a couple that are in process again. So now that winter is approaching and fall is approaching, I can start to shift a little away from working in the garden and harvesting and doing all of that, and that kind of goes away, and I can go back to my writing. So anyway, so that's why I'm kind of trying to do a weekend edition instead of doing this every single day. But we'll take a look at both today and tomorrow, the 4th and the 5th. Today for the 4th, practical concerns are in focus. As our establishing a secure foundation, stay vigilant and take a self-disciplined approach. And anyone on a four life path, it describes an individual who is patient, reliant, and committed to hard work. And then Saturday is a 5 energy, so we're looking at change there. Also protection and all of that, but change. So you want any change is going to have to be viewed through the lens of protection, basically. I think right now, anyway, still, with the virus spiking and the effects of the super spreader events are being felt now. Let's see. Changes experienced today could be quite profound. So on Saturday. For tomorrow, be certain that all measures are taken, however, so that all concerned are protected and safe. We've got a lot of upheaval right now, and I think that it's especially the article yesterday from Vanity Fair. So I think that's is not Vanity Fair, it was from The Atlantic, I'm sorry, on feelings toward veterans and the military and all of that. So I think that some truth is actually coming out now, and that's going to affect people, and so that may be the profound change we're talking about. Let's see, those on a 5 life path will prefer freedom to restriction and approach tasks in an innovative manner, so use that energy when trying to figure out the path forward here. The rune for today, let's see, Friday is Alyes. It's like Isa with Kenaz, the voice of spirit informing. It's it actually represents air, fire, water, as well as earth. It's focusing down into earth, but that's what you're seeing here with the top part of the rune, air, fire, and water, focusing that energy into earth, into form. It means the elk, that's the key word, protection, the Bifrost bridge between physical and astral realms. So again, between the physical side of self and the non-physical side of self, or spirit, higher consciousness and divinity. So for today, we're going to allow perceptions to shift toward a higher level of understanding, draw inspiration from the collective aspect of self, and allow the voice of inner truth to inform your choices and decisions today. And then Saturday, we've got Fehu, the first rune of the Elder Futhark. Fehu is considered the sending rune. It's an elemental fire rune, wealth, abundance, cattle, life force. Sending energy for magical workings is useful for that as well. You can chant Fehu when you're about to cast your spell, after you've done everything you're going to do, and now you're going to cast your intention. You can use Fehu to do that. Also means growth and success. But for today, being the sending rune, utilize it to send focused intention. Focus your intention on healing self and others today, especially if things are in an upset and an uproar over what's been said and what's been revealed. I think that it's a deeply personal issue for veterans. And I think that I know my husband is beside himself, but then he's been beside himself the whole time. So nothing new there. So anyway, the lunar transits for today, the moon's in Aries. Take time for yourself if stress becomes too much and head off in your own direction. Although you're available to assist others, today may be a day where you're going to nurture your own needs. And that's the moon, both conjunct Chiron and also trine Vesta. But for tomorrow, still in Aries, utilize your need for action and independence to get things done today, even if it means you go it alone. A square between the moon and Jupiter, which is still in retrograde for a few more days, suggests that self-discipline should be employed. However, you should be channeling any drama into something creative today. That's the moon square Pluto, which is also in retrograde. Anytime they're in retrograde, you're going to want to turn their normal energy inward. And so Pluto's about transformation. So you want to create some inner transformation today and while it's in retrograde. The human design channels for today, still awareness, openness, and curiosity, and that's both for today and tomorrow. But today we're going to allow our inner awareness to define the values that are necessary for success. So it's going to come from within. Kind of who you are will be reflected in how successful you are and the type of success you have. Acknowledge the efforts of others, though, as you build a framework for achievement, nurture harmony and unity with others, and express discipline and integrity in an effort to end conflict and to ensure dignity for all. This can no longer be an either-or situation, a winner or a loser situation. It cannot be that. We all have to rise together now. And so whatever the perceptions are that are keeping that from happening, we need to drop resistance and come together and find the harmony that is our natural state. Okay. Saturday, any confusion experience that tomorrow will likely be temporary. So provide assistance and understanding where needed. Avoid a self-oriented focus, though, and allow for the input of others. Integrity matters now in view of the fact that those in authority have none. And as they hide from both truth and responsibility, continue on a shared path forward. Look, at some point, we have to simply reject the authority and move forward together here. Whether we're talking about any of the big issues that we're talking about, whether it's the obstruction to the mail service and in turn our vote, also people not getting their medications. You've got people that are just saying, oh no, none of that's true when it is. You know, we need to focus on what is now, not on what the guy in the Oval Office wishes things to be. Because that's all it is. It's fantasy. He wants to describe a narrative that doesn't exist. And it's high time that we took the reins from him and we head down the path together that we know is the right one. So let's try to move in that direction over the next few days, and we'll see what kind of damage we can do to all of this, because we need to tear down this process that's been established here. It's not based on any truth. It's not based on any facts. It's based basically on mind control. And we need to walk away from it together. You know, very, very clear in the kind of con job that's been done to the country. I really think that what we're talking about right now are issues that are affecting us not simply in our personal lives, but this is a greater force that's exerting pressure that then trickles down into our daily lives. I see a lot of the same kind of behavior in my personal life, and I don't like it. It's very, very uncomfortable, and it's not going to get us in the direction we need to go. So in any event, I guess that's it. I'll see you on Monday, and for both Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune and the Esoteric Influences videos. So we'll see you then, and try to have a good weekend, and again, stay focused on collective harmony, and be good to yourself, be good to one another. Please wear a mask when you're around people, whether you're inside or outside. It doesn't really matter. And blessed be.